For the viewers out there, what I'm talking about right now is Photosynthetic. He had a grow off. They were doing the live. They were going over the results, the winners and stuff like that for the grow off, announcing that they were all judging. It was Chad Westport, Basement Autoflowers, Photosynthetic, and High Again. So they're doing the grow off. They're doing the competition live, right? They're picking the winners. They're all judging. It's like a point system. I'm just watching it, like, why not? I support them. And then they say, at the end they shout Deuce Farms out. They're like, hey. Shout out Deuce Farms. I love what they got going on. Basement Autoflowers, shout out to him. Grower Joe, he tunes in. He's like, oh, dude, I freaking love him. Like, which me and him have been talking lately, and he's reached out to me about some reels, and he kills it on the reels. Like, he is one person I could say, as far as like Instagram goes, to start doing more reels, he kind of like persuaded me to do the reels. At first, I was just kind of like, pictures. I'll do reels, every now and then, but I didn't really know how big reels were.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, like,
especially because they're pushed now.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like TikTok has that on lock. But I was like, I guess I'll make some more reels. I see the views go up, engagement is up, but I was like, it's just like whatever. But I was like, the reels I wanted to do, I wasn't doing at the time. So I was like, the moment I start being able to do the ones I wanted to do, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do this reel. And he was inspiring me to like, man, fuck it, just push hard. Like, I was like, I see his reel and it's like, man, I gotta make one better. Not like it's like I'm hating on him or anything like that. It's just that I like building that. I like competition, I guess. Like, I like seeing that.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it. Just kind of like gives you that, like, that drive to, like, put it in. Like, I think it's easier to chase somebody than be chased. Okay, hold on. Or it depends what you're being chased by. If you're being chased by a damn dog, you gone. But like if I were to get up right now and chase after you, I feel like I stand a better chance catching you as opposed to me running from you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I got a goal. I'm trying to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's weird in a way. So I think it's like that. I feel like
I know exactly what you're saying.
Exactly.
And,
people that play sport, you play sports, so you know it. So
competition is healthy.
It's especially. But never let the competition get to the point where it's like becomes jealousy and it's like, oh, fuck him, I don't want him to be better. You should want him to win. You should want. It's
always been like I had a negative stigma because people don't know how to win. There's always been sore ass winners and sore losers. These like, for example, when I say a sore winner, the people who like, there's a video that's going viral. Like, this is dude that's homeless, obviously on drugs, and the dude recording him, and he's like, "Damn, in high school you was the man. You used to talk shit about me. Now look at you, you a bum, and all this other shit." And now that's an example of a sore winner. Your ass, even though you already took the W in life, like, look at him, look at you. You still felt the need to go over there and rub it in his face. You a sore winner. So that's why the competition thing get fucked up, because people don't know how to, like, remain in competition. I'm in competition for sure. Not as much as the people I don't know, but like with all my homies, because I'm gonna be the richest.
Exactly.
And he think he gonna be the richest.
Exactly.
And Glacier think he gonna be the richest. And so
what happens
so
at the end of the day when you got a mindset like that? What happens at the end of the day?
Everybody rich.
Exactly. Everybody fucking eating. Why? Because you trying to level up. It's not like I'm trying to shit on you, but guess what? I'm finna, like, in an aspect of it, I'm finna level up on your ass, nigga. I'm like, hey, Gino, catch up. Motherfucker, like, all right, now you catch up. And it's like, we gonna keep breaking these. We gonna think we plateaued out. We gonna be like, oh, we at our top. We at our 100%. It's like, all right.
And then somebody gonna get some shit that we like, okay,
he teach
there's
me
more.
This. And then he like, hey, go, you know what I'm saying? Now this, you taught me how to pass you, and I just added a little bit something to get past you. Now hear what I did. Now, you remix the formula, and you bring that back to me. It's like, okay, and then we just keep boom, boom, boom. It's like, how are they at the top? It's like, you building a fucking, like, something
chain.
solid. Exactly. Chain reaction.
Lack of better words, and
Yeah.
No
I ain't even think about that.
You feel me?
Oh shit.
Some people have different trophies, but like, of course, like, since it's already up, that's an example. If I were to see like Glacier get a chain or some shit, not that we just super big on jewelry, but like, hood trophy shit, and you like, oh, he got a chain. I'm like, damn, I got money, but I ain't in a position to buy a chain. I gotta do more. Cause I know this nigga. Like, I know this nigga. So I know if he could get money, I can get this. Money. I can get money too. So, or if I could grow in whatever, if he can grow in his space, I can grow in my space. Cause shit, we know each other. Shit, we gotta be cut from the same cloth in some way, form, or fashion.
Bro, I want to highlight something you said. You stated how, all right, Glacier got a chain, your partner got a chain. It's like, all right, I know what he got, you know what I'm saying? But one thing, a silly mindset and this is one thing I want to highlight about him because he said the opposite. Like, he said the right thing because somebody silly would have been like, you know, my partner got a chain. I know what he got, blah, blah, blah. It's like, shit, let me get a bigger chain. He didn't say that. He said he got a chain. He's like, you know what? Let me figure out how I'm not just going to go, he got a $100,000 chain. Let me go buy a $120,000 chain when he not in position to get that yet. He said, I'm going to get in position and then I'm going to get something bigger, right? He thought smartly. He was like, you know what? Let me not go blow all my fucking check on trying to just outdo some shit. Let me actually go outdo some shit and then get the damn chain. So I like that, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to highlight it because that shit might go over people.
A lot of people, since we just mentioned it, it's not like we a fucking jewelry podcast, but the chain and shit, I understand why you may feel like it's like, oh, that shit hard and all that. Because it's good looking jewelry and shit. And then you didn't come with a step, but I swear to God, y'all, I swear that chain don't mean nothing. What? It's going to be expensive. It's probably going to look cool. But I'm telling you, you're going to think you got superpowers when you get it. Only thing you might get, you're going to get some attention. Some good, some bad. But it don't change nothing. Especially if you fuck up.
It don't change nothing.
This nigga. If I say you got 6,000, you spend 5,000 on a chain, I guarantee you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it for sure. But that's not what we talking about. We talking about overall growth.
Just the overall growth. Like, grow with us, like we've been saying since day one. That's in the fucking bio, man. Grow with us, change the narrative, all that shit. Like, one thing about this shit is we started, and this is kind of like...
We started on competition.
Did we?
Because remember, Glacier was doing this thing, and when we found this, we like, now we got our own shit. Now we can go fuck him up. Like,
yeah. And
there's nothing wrong with competition.
I would see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing my partner followers, you know what I'm saying, like that, and I see he doing big. I'm out here shouting them out, you know, we all giving them love and shit like that. Like, I fuck with that shit. But when we started our shit, I was like, nah, like, I've done, you know what I'm saying? I've done it before. You know, I had a gaming YouTube, a gaming social media and all that shit like that. I was like, I know how to market it in a sense, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like no fucking, he's the marketer. But I know how to market myself and my shit, right? Like, I can't market somebody else's shit. There's some shit I don't believe in, but some shit I believe in, yes, I could genuinely market. And I was like, you know what? Man, I told myself I'm going to get to 10K before he do. Keep in mind, I'm like 5K behind the motherfucker at the time, so, which I'm still not at 10K. I'm going to get that out. But I was 5K behind. Now I'm about to be at 5. We about to be at 5. The farms page is going to be at 5K. When you see this, it'll be at 5K pretty much. So by the time you've seen this, if you ain't already following, go check that shit out.
Go follow it. If you watch this and you're not following, you a hater.
Exactly. Because, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see a lot of shit. You're going to see transparency on there. You're going to learn some shit on there. DM's always open to, like, teach somebody shit, and I'm always open to learning some shit. That's the one thing about all this. You just got to be able to give and take, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just come together and make some shit happen. But with that, like I said, the competition and shit like that, I'm seeing, I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get to 10K before him. But he get 10K, I'm proud of him, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm still trying to get there, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's not like, these followers mean anything to me. It's not like I get paid for them, but it's just like
the overall.
What I'm not like seeking the 10K followers. I just know what I'm doing is bringing them followers quicker. So I'm going to continuously, you know, post or whatever the case may be. But
also
with the followers,
with the content.
Hold on, don't even worry.
With the content,
y'all want to see it?
Y'all got to see this shit.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's also the thing. Like, all the followers. That's a little plus of
this, man. One thing
y'all need to see this shit.
One thing I want to say is fucking watch this shit. Like, and I'm getting so hyped because I've been behind a fucking computer doing a video where it's voiceover. I could talk like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can get, but it kind of gets monotone. It kind of gets dulled out. So it's like when it's back to being live, like, this shit is just like, it's like, damn, we put this off so long and I've been itching to say some shit. I'm just like, damn, that shit.
Go ahead, say it now. I ain't gonna say that.
Y'all want to see a nigga get happy? Hold on. Now, like I said, man, one thing I said, like, one thing we've been talking about since day one is we going up. Like, we got an end, I won't say end goal, but we got milestones to get through, and we got a general end goal. I won't say an end goal because I feel like that's just like dumbing it down to like that's the end. But with me elaborating this, you hear how like whatever our goal is, we gonna surpass that and keep on. It's the next goal, the next milestone. Keep on progressing, growing. So building this shit up, man. Like I said, I'm making the reels. Basement Autoflower. Shout out to Grower Joe. I start making reels. He do a real Mr. Canucks, right? I see that. I'm like, I do work out. I ain't gonna lie. I still do work out, not as often as I used to. And I do body weight stuff now. I just, you know, but that's not important at all. But I used to work out, and I see he makes a video about this other cannabis content creator, Mr. Canucks, which majority of you are going to know. 80% of you watching this are going to know what Mr. Canucks is. And if you don't know who him is, like this video. And if you do know who it is, like this video and comment. It don't matter.
And just to provide context, why he said that is because if you lift weights and shit, you can tell. And I don't know weird shit, but you can tell when someone else lifts weights because your body is structured different and shit like that. So you can obviously see that when Mr. Canucks grabs a fucking bucket, his fucking forearms is big like a fucking plumber. So you're like, oh, hold on now. Hey, I think he works out. So that was the whole premise. That's why he was saying that.
Yeah, for sure. Because before he even posted workout videos, we already seen like, damn, bro, look at his forearms, look at his biceps. Like, he definitely works out. And which I found out, hey, he 5'7". I'm taller than him. By a half inch. By a whole half inch. By a whole half inch, I got him. So it'd be like when he be saying his weight, I'm like, we pretty much the same size. Like, we legit the same size. But so he Grower Joe, back my bad, y'all. But Grower Joe post a reel. He do like a little basketball. He just doing, shit like with Canucks, like just like mentioning them. So I was like, I was sitting on something, and I was sitting on the reel that I wanted to do. I had an idea, and I guess you can kind of take this as some motivation or guidance or something like that. But I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about something. I don't want to just act, like certain things you just have to act. Certain things you don't have that split second to really think, or that little day or whatever you need to think about. But this time, for this instance, this ain't no fight or anything like that. I got enough time to fucking think about it. I'm sitting there, I'm like, should I do it? I'm like, I've already kind of done this, should I really get out there like that? I know it's going to be big. Didn't know how big it was going to be, right? And I'm not saying it's like huge, but for my realm of things and everybody that's doing it and doing real stuff like that is huge. But overall, fucking views and stuff like that on Instagram, it wasn't huge. It did 30K, but my bad. It did 34.4K. It was a reel. I was like, you know what, man? I work out, and I see that he works out. I was like, nobody's done this yet. I was like, I'm going to do some content. I'm going to incorporate, the plants, and I'm going to incorporate some little workout thing, not poking fun at him, like kind of just like saying like, hey, this is how Mr. Canucks is in the garden, just like, because he works out. It's like he'll get a kick out of it. He goes to the gym. So, and most people find it funny because everybody knows who Mr. Canucks is. Like, if you started growing within the last 5 years, there's no way you don't know who he is, unless you just don't do social media, which I understand in that case. But if you've been on YouTube in the last 5 years and you're in this realm of things, you definitely know who that is. So I do the reel. That shit blows up. One of the first people that I'm talking about, this thing's been up for 30 minutes, maybe an hour max. I would say 30 minutes. I want to say like 17 to be exact. That don't matter. But Canucks, he comments on it. I'm like, oh shit! Like, I see he likes it. He comments on it, and then he shares it. And I was like, oh shit!
This guy is fucking funny,
right? I'm just like, oh, like that.
To provide context, when we first got into this whole thing, that was like, that's why he said that was the dude. When we saw his videos, it was like, damn, nigga, look at how many grow rooms does he have? How was he pumping these videos out so fast? So he was kind of, for lack of better words, kind of the blueprint of how to go about growing.
Yeah, he taught a lot of people. Like, a lot of people.
That's fair to say that he was the blueprint for.
No, for sure. Being real type, like being in the growing community, most people, like I said, within the last 5 years, will say they learned. I won't say they learned growing from him, but they at least watched his videos and learned something, or it inspired them to do something like YouTube. Which I'm a culprit at. It inspired me to really go about YouTube, and it inspired me to really step up the video. Oh well, with the video production stuff like that, like that's an inspiration. But like seeing smaller channels like B Snacks, when I seen like his video quality, we're only having like 200-300 subs. I'm like, I need to step my. I got like fucking I don't even know the math, but I got way more subs than him. I need to step up my video quality. Like, this ain't cutting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized like I need to improve it, and yeah, it's gonna be more work, but it's gonna get there. But anyway, and with Mr. Canucks, now one thing I'll explain it like he said, he's the man like on this side of things. Now, if I can compare him to somebody, for those that aren't into this stuff, those that are just general watchers and like the podcast or just smoke or whatever, and just happen to be here by accident, whatever. But to put it in perspective, I want to say, I don't want to compare it to him, but if you're into like basketball, for instance, now the NBA is a huge realm. You got college, or the basketball is a huge realm. You got college, you got high school, you got all these people playing basketball, right? At the highest level is NBA. And you got so many things within NBA. You got the sports center, you got the broadcasters, you know, you got the actual players, right? Mm-hmm. So if I was able to compare Mr. Canucks to somebody in this realm of things, I would say as far as like content creators, I won't say the cannabis industry in whole, but I will say content creators, he is LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Of the cannabis content creators,
Marshawn Lynch.
He is LeBron. And I will say, and I'll dumb it down even more because I know we got people like,
He don't do no interviews. He work out a lot. That's the
he eat Skittles.
He do?
I don't know, but
Probably
even dumb it
do.
down because I know we got people like Yola and which we're both huge fans of him, and then like Eric Conis. I know they're like almost at 1 million subs. So I'll dumb it down, not just say cannabis content creators. I'll say growing content creators. So I can put him at that as growing cannabis content creators. He is literally number one there. I don't think anybody. He's the first one that's about to hit 1 million. I think he's almost there. So shout out to fucking Matt. And I almost skipped by it. Guess what? At the end of that shit, right? He reposted, hits me up. It's at like 23,000 at the time. He's like, holy shit. Now, anybody that's done all the ones like Basement Auto Flower, I think there was a few other people that did stuff with like mentioning Canucks, whatever. I'm like, hey, you know, just like reels. And I think the one that Basement did, I think it did 16K. Right, I'm in the competition. Right, once I passed 16K, I was like, yes. I was like, now hopefully he comes back and just fucking crushes me, so I could try to come back and do the same. Pause. Damn, I just said we just had a whole conversation. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, because somebody else was in my comment. They said, bro, I remember it was one time they said, you just gonna let him say that shit? I'm like, what did I say, bro? Then I watched it. I said, I'm surprised you don't let me say that shit.
Sometimes you be in your mode. I'm like, this is a real professional moment. I didn't even hear nothing out of the ordinary just now.
Exactly. Like sometimes you kind of tune it out. But his ass, it's like not a couple hours, probably the next day or that night hits me up. He's like, messages me. He's like, he sends me he screenshots the store views. Mm-hmm. Biggest store views he's ever gotten, 23,000. 23. Anybody that's did a reel with him, like I told you previously, like I guess what the record was 16K, crushed it, 23K. And then he hits me up. He's like, "Oh shit, I don't know if he got like a lot of engagement. I mean, this is bigger story, or whatever. I think." And then he's just getting like all this engagement and shit like that. So he's like, I fuck with you know what I'm saying? Watches the rest of the shit, whatever, and then guess what, bro? This motherfucker follows, right? And we just have a little conversation and shit like that. And, you know, of course, the inner me, I just want to kind of push the limits and be like, I don't want to do an interview because I know you're not into that shit. I'm like, you just want to kick it and talk and smoke or some shit, like on live? Like, that shit gonna do numbers.
You trying, like, you know.
Hold on, right?
Spend time.
But now that I've talked about numbers, right, if we were to do it live, that'd be crazy. I'm not going to, like, I'll eventually, like, one day I will definitely try to get him on. Like, I would love to be the first YouTuber to have say I got in Canucks on a live or some sort of interview. I'm almost positive that shit don't exist, or if it's not public. Because Chris from Mr. Grow, I don't think he's been able to get in. They're boys. It's just one of the things he's not interested in right now. I mean, you at the top, it's like he knows he could benefit from it. Like if he goes live, he's breaking numbers and breaking records and shit like that. That's just not his thing. Like he likes dirt bikes and shit. But speaking of numbers and shit like that, right? I'm chilling. I'm just like, damn, everything high again. I've been communicating with all these people, talking to all these motherfuckers. I'm gonna pull my notes up before I forget some shit about it. But so just doing all numbers and shit. I'm just like, you know what, man? I watch High Again. I've been watching a lot of High Again. Shout out to them. Like I've been watching it super heavy lately. I've been just diving in, watching more YouTube videos than normal. It's been paying off. It's great. And I see that they were doing lives, and I was like, hold on, they got the super chat thing. Because somebody tipped them $50, and I'm like, hold on. I was like, they cannabis content creators. So I was like, man, fuck it. I'm looking into them. Like, let me turn on I want to start going live. I did like 2 of them. I've really been wanting to go live a lot. It's easy. So I was like, let me look into how to do the super chat thing. It's not like, oh, I want money from people, but it's like, I know at the end of the day, any sort of little, people have hit me up and sent me money. So it's not like I'm into it for the money, but the fact that people are willing to do that, and if, you know, the super chat stickers and or that type of stuff, if that's what people are interested in, it's like, why not? I see that it's doing well on other people's things, so it's like, why not? Because all this, it just invests back into itself. So whatever little bit can come would help out a lot in producing something better for the viewer. So I was like, fuck it, I'm looking into it. I'm like, damn, you can't just turn it on. It's not just something you can enable. You got to be monetized. I was like, here we go. This is why this channel was created, because of monetization. Niggas could not get monetized, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I was like, plan B. You always got to figure some shit out, and that's the part of growing and, you know, just moving pieces. So this channel gets created, and this channel's like halfway there pretty much. pretty much like right under halfway to getting the monetization. Definitely be monetized by the end of the year. Like I said, if you're watching this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and watch till the end. But I was like, fuck it. I want to get these super chats. Maybe shit's changed. Tuesday, they were doing like the cannabis, some cannabis legislation. So I was like, let me just shoot my shot. I think it was Sunday. Fuck it. Let me try to reapply for cannabis for monetization. At the time when I first originally did it, I had just met all the requirements, right? 4,000 watch hours, well over 1,000 subscribers, but I had met the watch hours like right on the money. And YouTube is pretty delayed with shit. So maybe that's the reason why. But you already know where I'm going with this. I put in the monetization, chilling. Next morning I wake up. Put it in that night. Next morning I wake up, going about my thing. Bing, phone dings. I look down. I said, you're approved. Right. Yeah, nigga, this is where I've been going, nigga. I told you before we started this shit, man, I was fucking coming strong. Like I told this motherfucker, I made a promise to him, bro. To ourselves, really. It's just like, we know we going up, but like, it's just like, shit don't get communicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might think some shit, but I might not go communicate it. It's like, or, you know what I'm saying? He might make a fire-ass project, and he might, I got some shit coming, but I don't be really wanting to see him. I'll be wanting to be shocked, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be wanting to see the designs before until they on a shirt or some shit like that.
I picked that up. I don't show him shit.
Yeah, I don't, like, he showed me the first one, I'll be seeing it, but then when I would see the actual item, I'm hyped, but I'm not as hyped because I already seen it, but when I first get it.
When this shirt got made, I didn't, like, bring it to him and show him, like, I just walked in the kitchen with that bitch on.
And I'm not a Snapchat nigga. I'm not one of them niggas that be like, hey, I'm with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm with blah, 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 da, 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 da. But something in me, I see why, when you passionate about something, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I see why that phone gets pulled out, because you want to show, you proud, like, you're not just proud enough, like, you want to show people. It's like,
that goes back to the subscriber.
You see, I'm doing this, you go do it. And I'm going to try to outdo you. It just calls come back into the competition.
You see that callback? You see how I just tied back into the beginning of the episode?
First fucking 5 minutes. We brought it back. And great podcast.
We just want you to see this shit.
Yeah.
So we can just do what it do. Please continue.
Please
continue.
I'm going to be honest. We 26 in, and I know y'all still here. But, and I know we doing good, because shout out to Luke. From LMC, he had posted his subscribers, people that are watching his videos, the percent that are subscribed versus not subscribed, and his shit was like, I think it was like 75, or it was like 90% weren't subscribed and 10% were of all the viewers. So I was like, let me go check our shit, and it said like, I think it's like 79 and 21%. So I was like, I mean, it's compared to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Luke, I'm definitely cool with him and shit like that. And it's that competition thing. I'm like, seeing them like, damn, we may not have as many subs as them. And then, you know what I'm saying? We might not got as many views, but we got the engagement. So I know we on track. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? It just takes that effort. It takes like doing this video, that video, the shit you don't want to do. It takes some of that shit.
Hold up. I'm glad you brought that up. All right. So we never asked you to do this before, but if you go to the subscribe and there's a little bell next to it,
turn that shit on.
Click the bell notification.
Matter of fact, what are we at with that?
Because I think, all right, so, you know, some certain YouTube channels don't pop up on your recommended or your whatever. You got to go on my subscriptions and scroll. And be like, oh, shit, they dropped the video. Hit the post notification so you can see when we drop our shit. Because we have a decent amount of subscribers, but as I was talking to him the other day about it, it's like our views it went down, and it's not like we were making, if anything, we were making newer content. So it was like
a lot more like the reaction videos, which there's gonna be a lot more of them coming.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, well, are they even seeing? Because all the YouTubers we watch, you know, you've heard them say hit the post notifications 1,000 times. But I don't. For some reason, I never even thought.
Yeah, 91, and so 8% are subscribed.
See,
and the thing is,
I don't think they seeing it.
The thing is, with that, I talked to one of the people, shout out to Hobby, me and him talking, we having a conversation. He was talking about, like, when you give people, like, free shit, like, that's that incentive. Like, it's like, let me go, you know, like, I want to be a part of this. I want to win some shit. But, right, which that initial reaction, we blew up, right? Not we blew up, but we were getting more views than we had subscribers at the time. 200 views with less than 100 subscribers, or maybe, like, barely 100 subscribers. I think it was, like, 60 at the time we had 200 views. That shit's like, oh shit, like we started something, right? And then it kind of like it stayed consistent for a little bit, but it was also that first initial was still part of it. Was a long going giveaway, and he talked to me. And we had a conversation. He's like, yeah, when you do stuff like that, that's an incentive. Like, yes, you're gonna get that. And I was like, yeah, you made me think about it. I was like, yeah, you're gonna get that that viewage because they want to be. But once that thing that they want is gone, until it comes back, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? So he broke it down to me in a different way.
That's a good way of looking at it, yeah.
But
sure.
but because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, like we getting subscribers, you know what I'm saying, like at the end of the day. But if those subscribers ain't watching, then that's just fucking up the algorithm and shit like that. Because your own subscribers don't watch you. So how the fuck a new person? Why would they push you to a new person? That new person, your subscriber not fucking with you. So why would we push you to a new person to come fuck with you? Come on, stupid. And I'm just like, damn. I'm sitting there like fuck. And I was like, you know what? But he broke it down like never want to stop doing the giveaways. Don't get a motherfucker wrong. Just gonna go about them doing differently. Yeah. Fucking stuff like instead of, hey, come watch this, not gonna announce it, you know? Just be like, just do it. Who been consistent? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know who been consistent. We ain't gotta say it, but they know. Hell, we say it. We don't said it before. But the people that be consistent, it's like, and fuck it, surprise giveaway. Boom, boom, boom. Them top 10 or
like
however
random
many
parts
people,
of the video and shit.
Yeah, them random pictures. The people that we always see in the comments, or always see liking, always see just saying some shit. It's like, They always constantly engaging, so boom.
And it goes for like the people who actually watching the full video. Like we 30 minutes in, and if I would have been like, "Hey, we sending that black hat to Big Hurt," and like he would be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. So start doing shit like that.
We gonna do that. Fuck it. I said your name. We gonna do it. Fuck it. I send it today.
Say less. Say less.
Yeah, get his address.
Say less. I'll get to you after this, I think. But shit like that, and I was like, damn, that's pretty smart. And the only reason I'm saying this on the podcast because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know how many of y'all gonna see the shit, but it's not like I'm just like really putting it out there.
Close friends.
It'll really be out there when motherfuckers start seeing this. Like, they did a giveaway. When the fuck they announced this? Wait, they didn't announce it. Oh shit! So if you engage and like fuck with them, they just be giving away people that fuck with them. It's like it make it for one. It's not really. It's an incentive, I guess, but it's an incentive for being loyal rather than just
appreciation.
Yeah, because it's like you never know when it's coming. You never know when it's coming, and it's kind of because if a new person comes just for the giveaway and they never fuck with you again, that's a slap to the face to somebody like Big Hurt or Shane or Sean or one of them. It's like, damn, like
I've been fucking with you.
I'm here. Because I can see it. I've entered giveaways and shit like that, but I don't be caring. I expect to lose all of them, but I can see how somebody would sit there and be like. Which I know, you know what I'm saying? I know they solid and they genuinely fuck with us and it's not even a big deal. But for me, I can see how somebody could be like, damn, man, I'm always here and I ain't never won shit. But all these new people come, they don't even fuck with them and they winning.
They probably just
so
found
it's like a
hashtag.
slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to like fuck with the loyal people, it's like, then you got an incentive for more loyal people. And I was like, I never really thought about that shit. And he broke that down to me. I was like, damn, bro, that was fucking genius. What was it? Brain blast? Whatever. We ain't fucked with them in a minute, so I don't forgot them. I
had to press it earlier.
When we wasn't getting them views, I was remembering them bitches, but but I ain't gonna lie, I was just like, fuck that damn thing. I don't feel like reaching over there to that bitch. We need like a little control. Imagine we got like our separate control board, like we could just plug it into a jack. I don't know if they got that. We definitely got to look that up.
That sounds like something that
we could just sit here with a remote, so it's like boom. We both got one, so we ain't got to reach over. We just ding.
They might have that.
Yeah, that's some lazy shit. It's like you buying a device for a device. Call it Bluetooth.
Controllers.
Yeah, controller.
I mean, I'm like, if you buy a PS5, it gotta come with a controller.
Mm-hmm.
So shit.
You want to play with a friend, you gotta buy the extra.
So you gonna call it lazy? Fuck you.
But yeah, the monetization, and I'm just like, ooh, shit. Of course, I wish I'd been applied for this. I didn't know at the time. I was like, because I've been telling him, I was like, man, we don't just produce. At the time, it was pretty much like a 98% and 2% fucking age restricted content. But I was like, kind of like picked up. I was like, man, let me do some like more shit because I'm trying to like grow. I'm trying to like get more. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop doing some of the shit that's gonna get age restricted. Let me just start doing advice or tips without showing certain shit. And that's the shit that you can get monetized on. And I was like, why they can't just fucking monetize me on this type of shit and just not make those monetizable? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's that fucking simple, you know? Like, you ain't got to just completely shit on the community. So I was like, whatever. Time passes by, and then I seen them with their shit. And I was like, you know what? Let me try. So who's to say how long? Like, I could have. There's videos, big videos that I've put out there since the first applying, which I applied back in like April or the end of March, and got declined. But I've posted bigger, like 10K, over 10K videos since then, which I know 10K ain't fucking, you know, you might get a couple of dollars out of it, shit like that. But that shit invests back into itself. That $1, you put it back into something. A $1 sticker giveaway. I don't know, something that costs $1, but you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
The fact that you're making money off some shit that you really like to do and fuck with, that's the most gratification. That's so. Instant gratification is definitely the term to describe it, but it's hard to describe.
Because everybody, I think everybody in the world would have. Nobody wants to work. Well, some people may be into that shit, but nobody just wants to work for somebody else and do everything for them. And them just to be like, here, you know, you're not appreciated. You don't really like something, right? But you putting all this work in or whatever work you got to put in, and it's stressful, and you not getting what you would like to get out of it. Whereas opposed to you love something, it's all about you, just yo shit, and you may not do as much that you did for other companies. It's way easier, or it could be way harder, but you just genuinely love this damn thing. So that shit, you start being like rewarded for. It's like, wait. Instead of working for them, I could work for myself. It's like, oh shit, merch, motherfucker made merch, all this shit, and
content.
Yeah,
all that shit ties in. Instagram, YouTube, merch.
But now that it's
TikTok, I guess.
Now that you're able to see it, and I know it's a lot of cannabis content creators out there and people interested in this stuff. If you got any questions, I don't really know much because they don't really fucking tell you shit. But definitely hit me up and I'll try to help you the best way I can.
I spoke about that too. He's gonna either do a video or whatever he wanted to do. He's gonna give the game that they've been. I ain't gonna say they've been holding their tongues, but you can definitely see that there's a lot of shit that's been left out when they describe like this, getting into this cannabis world and trying to make something. They tell you like it's about who you know and all this, but they don't really describe what they mean by that. That's a very vague statement. Who you know, and like, okay, I just got to know somebody who's in there.
I know a shit ton of people. You know
I know people. I know people sell.
I just know the wrong people,
but they're not telling you like,
nah, I'm using them relationships wrong.
Yeah, you need to find people. No, I ain't gonna say it. He's gonna make a detailed video. Fuck that.
And like for anybody out there that's making content, like people like B Snacks, shit like that. I always say B Snacks and Raising Jane because I'm like the first two, but there's plenty more out there. But them like the main two that cause they're my friends and shit. I actually talked to John and Jay, but I just seen a video. A girl kept doing that shit. So I forgot about that. That was like the she shit.
That's what the kids are doing.
Yeah. Kids, fucking Generation Z.
You know how they do, man.
I think we Generation Z, to be honest. Like the breakdown of it. I think it started like in the 90s. Generation Z, and millennials was before that. So our parents are millennials.
I don't even.
I could be fucking wrong, but Mom, I know you watching this. You are a fucking millennial. So.
I'm in Cancer.
Calm down when you fucking talking. No, I'm just kidding. That was the white in me.
That was the
white in me, y'all. That was the white in me, y'all.
That was crazy.
Hey, man, respect your parents. Don't ever go crazy on them and shit like that.
I see fucking room.
Yeah, that shit's insane. I don't know.
That shit is wild. I can't believe. Nah, I ain't gonna go there.
You know you weren't slamming no doors. Be real. You ain't never slammed, or if you did, you regretted that shit.
Never.
It was one of the top 10 things you regretted.
It was some shit that I would slam the door, but right before it hit, I
always
close that bitch soft.
Always,
every time.
I fucked up, bro. I fucked up one time. I kicked a hole in the wall.
Oh, dead. I think I did too.
I wanted to go to the last day of school. I was like, man, I want to go to the last day of school. My mom at work. My dad ain't. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't come pick me up. He's like, I'm on the way. He ain't never come, right? So I'm mad as fuck. It's the last day of school. The first day and the last day, the best fucking days. Like, it's like, hey, what you finna do for the summer? So my ass mad and shit. I'm like,
everybody acting out.
You know what I'm saying? You know how, I be having my little tantrums, man. I kicked that motherfucking wall, bro. I said, oh shit, my foot went through it. And I was just like, whatever, man. I'm finna go play 2K13. And I go play 2K. It took my mama a minute to see that motherfucker. Hell no, we had one of them glass tables. We had also broke that motherfucker too, and it was right by it. So everything in that section was just fucked up.
I think we broke every glass table we came in contact with.
Every time I see him, I be kind of like cautious. Like as a grown person, when I see him, I be like,
"Yeah,
you got kids and you got glass tables."
That's what I be saying. I be seeing them glass tables. I'm like, this shit irresponsible.
Hey, they better get some fucking wood.
They better get some oak in this motherfucker.
Exactly, some motherfucking. Oh, you was
glass.
Your ass grown. You too damn grown for me.
We broke our auntie glass table. I don't even remember how. I just remember when it broke. She looked so like stuck because she had a house that only had a fucking. Her son was a teenager, So she wasn't dealing with little bad kids. They wasn't even thinking about breaking shit. I don't know how we ended up breaking it, but come on now.
It's like, grow the
It's a
fuck
glass
up.
table. Then we had a glass table. We had a glass table when I was in high school, and I was ironing clothes on that motherfucker. That bitch, bro.
Just off ironing it. The heat, whatever.
Because glass and mirrors and shit, they break up rapid heating or rapid cooling. Or if you just heat up some shit and cool it down real quick, it's gonna shatter. So I didn't know that. I put towels down and shit on the glass kitchen table, and I'm ironing like my school clothes, and I just hear like on some Ice Age shit, like the little squirrel.
But please tell me the towel rip.
That bitch. I'm like, oh! I just turned around because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Y'all niggas been watching me do this, and I swear I've seen y'all do it before. What are you doing? You can't do it. Oh my god!
But you could have been set up like somebody else could have used it and then started like a little crack,
Probably
and
did.
you just fucking happened to
did that
come on
too.
it after the fact.
In high school, I had this chick I used to fuck with. She was driving her mom, or we was riding around her mom's van, and I had I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't have one of those socks in my fucking Pumas. I don't know. I guess that's how I was rocking before I went.
Yeah, I used to not wear a lot of socks.
So I was I had my feet up on the dashboard and shit, just chilling. I guess I was high or whatever. She went her homegirl crib. So I guess I put my fucking bare feet on the windshield. Like,
hey, I remember the story.
The bottom of your feet emits heat. That's where all the heat and shit comes from. Your palms, bottom of your feet, and the top of your head. That's where your head steam up when you sweat and shit. Nigga, all I heard was a look. I moved my foot, and that shit, and just stopped. I was like, oh shit!
Did she see it before you said like you made a scene about it?
I ain't make. She came back, and I was like, "Hey, this always been cracked." You think I was gonna take the blame? Are you fucking nuts, nigga? I wasn't gonna pay for a fucking windshield.
Hey, that's the whole thing I'm thinking in my because I remember you telling me the
This nigga's
story,
crazy.
but that's all I'm thinking in my head. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to think of lies I would have told to get out of that
There
shit.
go one. Was this always there?
I don't know. She probably was like, I don't know.
Cause think about it. How else would I have cracked the windshield? It was just. If I would have threw something at it, it would have been something. She would have known.
Like if I go look at my truck right now and the windshield cracked, I'm gonna think somebody intentionally did it or some shit like fell from the sky.
I hit a rock. Or
I ain't gonna think
shit.
this shit just happened on accident.
But you know, her mom was she had a nice mom and everything. So her mom wasn't tripping because that shit be natural. But you know, that time wasn't natural.
I'm sorry.
It was natural the way I played that motherfucker off, though. I'm talking about.
Hey, Miss Whatever, we gonna buy you a new van one day.
No, we not. I ain't. But
somebody is.
Somebody. I fuck with
may
you
not
the
be in
strong
this
way,
lifetime. May not be in the
finna do
next one, but it may happen one
That
day.
wouldn't even make no sense.
I am not promising shit.
Nah.
But if you watching, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, if you doing that, comment and be like, "Oh, that's what happened." Cause I'm pretty sure, like, what got to you was like a rock hit it or some shit, but. My dogs cracked your windshield. Not gonna lie.
I had asked you something the other day, or I think we started talking about it, but we ain't never. I was like, you know what? Let's just save it for the podcast. And I was like, now I'll explain mine or whatever, and you can explain yours, or I'll let you explain yours first. But what would you say is like, I guess your most optimal time? This sounds weird saying it like that. I'm trying to make a smarter way of saying it, like when being high, right? Like, what is like your ideal day? Like, if you off work, like being off work, or like, what are you doing? Like in your like when you high, like what's like that perfect like like you getting ready to be high? Like this is gonna be the mood.
I got you. I had to sit up and look so these words can flow. So to me personally, there's two. There's the one where I have no obligations for the day, and there's the one where I had obligations all day. And now I can smoke. Both of them are savory, but I like to think the one
one's more vibing and chilling, one's more like a decompress.
Yeah, the decompressing. Okay. I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like the vibing and chilling when I don't got shit to do. I'm just sitting there smoking. That's how I spend my Sundays. I just get as high as possible until I fuck around and pass out, wake up and do it again. I don't do crack, so I can say that. So when I do that, I love that because I don't got nothing to do. I can just get high, watch TV, whatever. But when I have shit to do all day, I'm been busy and everything, that kind of makes you like think about it more. Like you like, damn, I guess for lack of better words, you can call it foreplay to your blunt. You like, damn, when I get home for I know I got 2 fucking papers left in there. I'm finna ball them bitches up, unravel, sprinkle my weed in there, and take it up through the all that type shit on some goofy shit. And when you get home, you smoke your weed, everything go great. You be like, nah, I've been waiting on this.
Question.
Hitting the way it's supposed to.
Not to interrupt you. I am interrupting.
Nah, you good. I'm pretty much
now,
it.
when you be thinking about it, like, do you be thinking about, like, because you know how niggas is now, but do you be thinking about, damn, what strain I'm going to try? Like, am I going through a little salad, or am I going to be like, I'm going to do this strain or that strain? Like,
nah, me personally, I don't know about other people, but me personally,
like in the moment you decide.
I don't mind mixing. Like, I just mix all this shit. Like, if I got, for example, if, like, I was to have Purple Ghost Candy and, you know what I'm saying, Strawberry Gorilla,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to mix it. If the 2 jars is next to me,
Storm.
I'm going to mix them. You feel me? If 1 jar next to me, because I know I can't miss with this deuce of weed. It ain't going to be bad weed regardless. So I'm like, well, shit, I can do this. I could do this.
I can get with that, or I can get with this.
And I roll them both up, and that's usually how I go. But if I'm trying to taste test something or something like
individual, so you do it. That was gonna be my next question. Is like in the original, you probably do like a little testing.
Yeah.
And after that, it's kind of just like,
When this is a new strain, like, and it's a new strain I want to try, because you know, like, oh, this is good weed, but I don't know. I'm not really trying to pheno hunt this shit or taste the fucking terpene profile in this motherfucker. You just like, I just know some good weed. I'm trying to get high. I just throw that in whatever I plan on smoking. But if it's like some shit that I'm testing, like our shit, or some shit that it's like, oh, I heard good things, I'm gonna smoke it in a paper first, so I can try to get as much of the taste. Then I'm gonna smoke it in a blunt, so I can get it how I smoke in a blunt, 1 and 2. I have been smoking a lot of blunts lately, but that's a natural.
Pretty much ever since your trip, you say you kind of died down. Like, you didn't say you quit, but you did say you died down.
I don't
with that
smoke
one trip
as
you
much,
told me.
but I think I'm gonna get some loose leaves. It's a Desto Dub and like this company called Loose Leaf got some blunts that's been going. I'm gonna see how they shit go. I'm gonna order it.
I seen the Tyson ones came out with some new ones. I think.
Oh, they did.
I think so.
I'm gonna fuck with some more Tyson shit too.
Because like the original package, it was like a yellow like lettering, but now it's like red. Yeah, or has it always been red?
Because it used to. Wait, the Tyson ones?
Yeah. Because I see it's red.
I thought it was black.
Okay, so now they got like red ones or some shit.
Okay. Then.
Not like the actual like paper, but the
I'm gonna have to see
package
about that.
Has like red words or some shit.
That black one's called like the Toad or some shit.
The Toad, yeah.
He might as well instead of doing red or some shit, he should have just went and did the poison dart frog. You know, it's the yellow and black spotted frog that kill you. If you into the frog, I know it's for a psychedelic thing, but I think if you lick a poison dart frog, you're gonna get a psychedelic before you die.
Yeah.
But either way, those are the 2 types of highs, and I prefer. I'm gonna say the one after the obligations, because that one is more satisfying, because I know I just handled business.
Now, when you mix it, are you mixing it? Are you layering it? It's like, hey, this is PGC, this is straw, this is whatever, or are you just like everything's just combined, no matter what?
No, everything's combined. I try to keep it even though. I try to, like, if I'm gonna roll a gram of the, PGC, then I'm gonna
do a gram of the other.
I'm gonna do the Strawberry Gorilla. I'm gonna do a gram too.
Yeah.
And if I'm like making one of them like donut blunts and shit, then as much fucking rosin that looks good.
Because I think it would kind of be extra. Be like, all right, let me sprinkle this in there first, and this. It's like, man, let me grind that shit all up, same tray, boom, scoop all that shit. Don't know which percentage of what I'm smoking at the time. It's just I know I'm smoking all this.
I'm gonna forget anyway. If I do it like strawberry PGC, I'm gonna forget. And who's to say that I'm gonna know when I'm hitting a different strain?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know like what percentage of this was that. It's like I don't know when that shit fizzled out into being this. Like
the resin that the first strain is gonna produce is probably gonna be the one that's going to lead the whole smoking session, because that one is going to trickle down into the next flower. Now you're smoking that,
and it kind of dies down.
And everything is going to have a remnant, so it's going. Yeah, you're going to taste whatever the fuck was first. I never even thought of doing shit like that. Interesting. That's like Swisher activity. That's for niggas who smoke Swisher. That'd be easy as fuck for y'all. You be dropping them bitches in like sweet tarts, or like you feeling a corn roll
with your holes in your ribs and a dry
ass Swisher. Do people still smoke Swishers?
Bro, I ain't actually. Man, a motherfucker asked me for a ride to the store the other day. I said, I'm going to work. Keep in mind, I'm in like...
I did the same.
I'm in like...
At the one at the corner? Nigga did me the same way.
I'm in basketball shorts, Crocs with no socks, and just a plain t-shirt. So I'm going to the store. I'm like, all right. He said, "You going to the store?" I said, he asked for a ride from the store. I said, "Oh, I'm going to work." Like,
I'm glad then.
Like, do I look like I'm going to work? I was like, now I ain't know what lie to tell, but I ain't just want to be
I was
nah.
dead ass, but still, I was like, nah, nigga.
I wanted to say nah, but I'm like, eh.
See, if you look like you wasn't just doing your thing, I'm watching you drink. You getting drunk out here. That's your business. I ain't tripping on that. It's 5 in the morning.
That shit wild. Yeah, that shit be wild,
like,
bro.
You take me home. It's like, I'm actually going to work, but I don't. Something not right here. I don't know what it is. Why is no one willing to take you home? You been at this gas station all night, nigga, and nobody wanted to take you home? What have you been doing? Are you a weirdo? I'll shoot you first, nigga. Like, don't think that you gonna come in here and do something to me. Like, this one time I was at the store down the street, and the fucking this lady she looked pregnant to me, and she was like, "Can I get a ride home?" And I was like, "Damn, I would really give this girl a ride home, or something ain't right." And she was like, "Please, like I do whatever just for the ride home." And I was like, "That's what it is. You trying to sell me some pussy? Yeah. I ain't going. Ooh, I ain't going. Sister, thank God."
Back in like school, I got finessed, right? I'm working at Wendy's at the time. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up hella early. I was like, "Damn, I got time. I'm finna chill on my phone." But as I pull in, like I'm pulling in some lady right there. I'm 16 at the time. "Hey, can I get a ride?" Like, why is a grown man asking a child for a ride? You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't say I look like a child. Like, everything I got on my face right now, I had at the time. But
same.
You know, you actually got a mustache and some chin hair now. I just saw the mustache for the first time the other day. I said, "This nigga got a mustache."
Yeah, shout out to the castor oil.
So I was like, no, I'm finna go into work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably got the same voice. I don't know why I'm trying to change my voice. But then she was like, I got some change, blah, blah, blah. She's like, "I got some money I can give you." I'm like, "Nah, it's cool. Come on," right?
Okay, but
I'll give you a ride.
I'm not going to say you wrong for that, because the fact that she offered money, it would have made me feel like, oh, okay, she not on some.
Yeah, I felt bad. I ain't know
like,
how
okay,
to
she not weird.
This is my first experience with some shit like that. You know, being confronted. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time ever being like. Now I'll be quickly be like, just ignore their ass and be like, "Nah, bro, I ain't got it."
Yeah, now I could do it, but even then I'd be like, "Damn, man, I hope somebody give you a ride."
Exactly.
It ain't gonna be me today.
That motherfucker. So I give her a ride, like literally, leave the Wendy's parking lot, boom, U-turn on the highway, fucking 2 establishments down to a hotel. I drop her off. She could have walked there, dead ass. She could have walked there in probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, her feet.
Probably wouldn't say. I'll probably say 5. I think it took us longer. If she ran there, she would have got there faster than we drove there. Like, that's how. But I'm like, all right, like, why the fuck you ain't just, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah. And then she said, but I ain't drop her off at the hotel. There was a car wash next to the hotel. That's where I dropped her off at. And I don't know, like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I think she finna try to take me through the, tell me to go through the thing. Because she said, "You got some change?" And I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Keep in mind, I ain't had none of that thing yet. I ain't had none of that thing yet. She told me some going through, you know what I'm saying? She got some change. We had a car wash. I'm like, she finna try to do some GTA shit and suck my meat in the goddamn car wash. It sounded enticing, but not from this woman.
She was finna vacuum your seat,
I am a child of the, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no.
Vacuum your seat,
I'm like, hell no. So I'm just like, fuck. And I'm just sitting there like, nah, look down. Whole thing. I'm in my grandma Jeep at the time, and I'm like, center console full of fucking quarters. Like, my grandma only collected quarters. So I look down, it's like so many fucking quarters. I'm like, fuck, I just said no. She said, "Oh, you got some right here." And she said, I'm just like, man, I'm scared. Like, I'm like, I'm about to get raped. I'm like, I'm terrified at the moment. I'm like, I'm finna have to beat this bitch ass. Like,
where is she? Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So then she's like, "You got some change?" And I was like, "Nah." And she said, "Oh, you got some right here." I said, you could have, you could take it." And then she's like, "All right." Scooped that whole, took the center console out with her. Like, you know how the cup holders got like the little insert in it? Mm-hmm. Took that motherfucker with her, all the change, bro. And when I look at this shit, it was like at least $20 in quarters. That shit was full of quarters. Quarters, you know what I'm saying? And she took that motherfucker, and I was like, whew.
She got right off.
I wasn't getting got, you know what I'm saying? She just did walk to the hotel. She's like, excuse me, can I get a ride? To the next person. I said, this bitch ain't needed no fucking ride. She just out here looking for some shit. She needed
a nicer area for better.
She was hoping I was gonna be like, yeah, I work at Wendy's. Let me give you $20 for some of that thing. Well, she did get $20 in change off me. It was my grandma change, so nice. Which my grandma ain't never asked for. So I think
she was like, this is a good day. I got a ride to a different location, and I ain't have to get nobody no neck.
And guess $20. immediately after that, as soon as I'm leaving, I see her. I said, she asked for the next ride. I'm like,
they be doing that.
I'm late for work. At this moment, I'm late for work because it took us forever to U-turn. Like, and now I'm actually late for work, or now I'm about to be late because I know it's gonna take me the same time to get back because I gotta do another U-turn, and it's busy. It's traffic hour because I was working nights. And then I was just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be fucking late. This motherfucker wasted fucking time. I ain't never helping nobody again. That was the moment I was like, man, fuck all you know what I'm saying? Fuck you hobos. I'm going to just say it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel bad for none of y'all no more. I do be feeling bad, but I just like,
this is how you feel at the time.
Yeah, I'm saying no. At this point, I'm just saying no. And ever since then, it's been no. Every now and then, I throw some bread. Like,
I just give you,
he break bread. I ain't gonna lie. You ever see this motherfucker? If you homeless and watching this, you wrong, because your ass.
No, you right. If you homeless and watching this,
he gonna break bread with you on God. This nigga's gonna give you 20 bucks.
Don't ask me for no ride though. You not getting in my car. Like if a nigga be
if you get less than $5 from this nigga, you might as well steal off on him because he fucking with you, bro.
And if you do that, nigga, I swear to God, I'm gonna hit the cash back button. Nigga, you try to steal on me, because
on God, I'll be in the car. This motherfucker, Nick, we see a motherfucker with the sun. I'm looking the other way, right? Motherfucker, I hear that window rolling down. Huh? I like this nigga. Music blaring loud as hell too. Like nigga probably can't even hear nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need to hear nothing. I'm saying, you see what's in my hand. I'm putting it in your palm.
Yeah, you know what you finna go get.
Good. Go ahead. That's what you want to do, nigga. That's your business. I hope I made your day, but don't ask for don't ask to get in my whip, because a nigga be like, "Can I get a ride?" I swear, I'm like, "You sure you don't want $5, bro? I give you the money for an Uber before you get in my car." I don't know you, bro, and I feel like you got whatever the fuck on the news.
Hey, and if you watching this shit at this point, and you homeless or whatever the case may be, and I happen to see you, if you show me proof that you like, comment, and subscribe,
this nigga here,
and watch this motherfucking point, I get a ride. I get everything gonna be gone in the morning,
including their life. I'm like, damn, you really just bit the hand that fed you, huh? Ooh wee.
Oh shit!
It's gonna happen to you that day. I ain't gonna lie. Some hollow shits.
Fuck.
That's all you go.
Oh shit!
Number 1 sub.
Appreciate all y'all motherfuckers. Every subscriber out there, every viewer out there that's still watching. This shit mean a lot. We know a lot of y'all not. We know most of y'all not gonna make it to the point. But hopefully, the way this shit came off from the rip, hopefully y'all made it to this point. If y'all do, we fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that, like, we don't get paid for none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that you seen an extra like than what happens usually, or an extra view, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? What we did was, you still ain't painted that other one. I just realized that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I say that shit every time I see you wear them. I said, damn, why he ain't never painted the other one?
These bitches kind of small.
For real?
Like, I don't know. It's like, I guess I'm supposed to be breaking these part in more, but these shits kind of be squeezing my toe, so I don't want to. These are some, no offense to bruh, I saw him on the Instagram, but it's some dude that he made these Birkenstock-ish shits that I was planning on wearing in the crib. But it's cool, though. I'm just going to stick to my...
You painted them yourself, though.
Yeah, I just used like some painted markers. But you right. This is how his shits look. You feel me? I just did this because, you know what I'm saying, boy. But I'm going to get some actual Birkenstocks one of these days.
Hey, but fuck him. This is how his shit look. You know what I'm saying? Shop with him. Don't shop without him. Or you can shop without him, but just as long as you shop with him, it don't matter.
Hey, shit. If you still watching, name 5 cereals in the comment section. We're going to send you a hat.
Ooh. And if I don't fucking like the cereal, you getting beat up. So you got 2 options. You better.
We're going to pick a random person who named the 5 cereals. But honestly, niggas don't be watching this shit. So it'll probably be one of y'all named 5 cereals anyway.
I got a feeling you. Ooh. Hey, it's ended. Peace. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, now off camera, who you think gonna be the first one? Who you gonna think be the one to do it? All right, y'all. This video is brought to you by our sponsor. It's our first sponsor so far, and that is Spider Farmer. Pretty sure most of you are familiar with the name. It is a big name, especially in us growers. You know, a lot of us, when we first get started, we see certain lights. You know, it's like the price of them. It's definitely scary. And something like this, it's a high-quality light. So, of course, you know, it's going to be pricey. And just getting into growing, I remember starting, I was like, should I spend that type of money on it? You know, so I was cheap. Went with the Blurple lights, $50 lights, and didn't really produce what I would think they would produce. You know, maybe they could have done more, you know, but at the same time, I know with, you know, plants, all plants in general, they need light, and they don't have the sun indoors, so we have to go with the next best thing, and that's these LED grow lights, so we have to get the best of the best. This right here is a Spider Farmer SE5000, which is a 480 watt light, and it's one of the perfect lights for my 4x4 tent. It gets everything I need to do. It fulfills all the needs. It has the right light spectrums on there, and it provides maximum coverage throughout my tent. There's no place in my tent where there's lacking light, unless the canopy is covering it. But other than that, this thing has the perfect penetration for my entire tent. There's still space within the tent, so it's not too big. It could definitely still fit in a 4x4. Now, 3x3, we're cutting it close. It's definitely probably not fitting in a 3x3, but that's where the other options come into play. They got the 4000s, the 3000s. So they got all types of options to fit your needs. And I know there are plenty of lights on the market, and especially for you new growers, I'm not saying to go out and buy the biggest thing possible. You know, start small, be humble, you know what I'm saying? Work your way up, see what you need to work on and whatnot. And then maybe eventually you got to think of it. This is an investment, and like they say, it costs to be the boss, so you can invest in it. And it's definitely not just an investment where it's like, just spend all this money, I'll never get it back. It's an investment. You're going to get your money back. You're going to get more than your money's worth out of this thing over the course of time, over several grows. So I know, like I said, the price is a little bit scary. And if you're interested in buying one, you can get a little discount and save yourself some money with discount code SFCU. I say again SFCU, and go to shop at spiderfarmer.com and save yourself some money.